Hello everyone, welcome to Noble Creative Tutorials. Today we have a new motion graphics tutorial in our series, and I will show you how to create a procedural animated typeface in Adobe After Effects without using any third-party plugins. So create your composition and let's get started. So after create your composition, as you see in my comp, I have this letter and its square comp here. So the idea here, we want to create procedural animate typeface. So I'm going to pre-compose this letter, and let's rename these to letter A and hit OK. And then I'm going to apply Venetian blinds. And basically this effect is to create this kind of transition and effect. Here we have width and direction of this look here. So I want to put here 50% and width to 20, and let's put direction to 45 for now. And then I'm going to duplicate this, Control D, and then just put this to minus 45. So I'm just creating here these patterns as you see. So I'm going to create a mask here and just mask these parts, and then revealing this mask and going to add a keyframe on mask path and just put it at the end. And then I'm just going to animate these mask here. So just very simple animation, just like this. And I'm going to duplicate this comp, Control D, and then just for the second duplicate, let's move these right here and maybe make it a little bit bigger. We just want to cover these parts. Okay, and hit U for keyframes and then just delete the first one. And I'm just going to animate these from right to left. So both of them are going to have something like this. Very simple, straightforward. And for the second one, I'm just going to randomize these. So going to have something like this, just different patterns. And here I'm going to put them a little bit smaller. So we're going to have something like this. And the same idea, I'm going to duplicate these again. And so this time I'm going to cover maybe these parts right here. And then I'm just going to get rid of these effects. I just want to have white solid there. And let's see that mask, hit U, and then I'm going to delete this first keyframe and then just animate these just from left to right. So something like this. Control D to duplicate these, and then I'm just going to move these right here. And I just want maybe just this part. And let's add back these Venetian blinds. There we want to have different look for these. Maybe something like this, as you see here. And here you to reveal these keyframes, delete the first one. And I'm going to animate this one just like this. Okay, duplicate it one more time, and then here I'm going to put these right here. And maybe just change these look. So maybe can't just put it right here. We can put it the way you feel it's right. So maybe just there. Okay, and hit U to reveal keyframes and delete the first one. Maybe this time I want this animation. So I want it just maybe start early showing there. And just animating the masks. So we got something like this. Maybe these very early a little bit. And I'm going to duplicate these one more time. And maybe I'm just going to change here these so we have some patterns like this, and maybe just going to duplicate these one more time. And I'm going to just delete this mask and just leave this without Venetian blinds and just create a mask, something like this. And we're going to rotate this mask. So just have it like this. And we want to just create some very cool animations here. So maybe we want these to put it right there. And then just from there. So we're going to have something like this. Maybe duplicate another one. Hit U to reveal these keyframes. Maybe the second one, I'm going to put it right there. And I'm going to move these, so just make it a little bit thinner, just like this. And move it away so from the first one. So we're going to get something like these, center this, comp, so we can see what's going on here. Okay, that's pretty cool. We have few here, and then I'm going to, let's apply drop shadow, and I'm just going to put here, let's see here, so I'm just going to give it maybe 5 on feather, just feather a little bit, just copy that and then paste it on the other ones. And maybe for a few of them, we're going to change direction. Maybe for this one. So maybe we can have this direction. So it's up to you how you want this to look. So let's preview and see how this looks like. So as you see, this look pretty cool. And so there's a little bit slow at the beginning, and we can remap or retime that later. And so we can add actual at the beginning, just duplicate this one, and let's hit U, and maybe I'm going to animate or just delete this mask as well. And then just add maybe one from the bottom there. And let's put it right here. So we can create another one coming from bottom, and I'm just going to animate just like this. And right here, maybe we're just going to put something like this and hit T to reveal opacity, and just going to have U, and we can easy use these keyframes, something like this. So basically it's up to what details you can add here. And so I'm just giving you here ideas. So let's duplicate these one more time, and I'm going to pre-compose it. And this is going to be later a grid and then move all attributes and hit OK. And let's open this comp, and I'm going to delete all of these and also the mask. And then I'm going to apply here a grid effect. Let's get back our opacity back here. And then I'm going to choose here width slider, and on border, I'm going to put there 30. So we're going to have something like this. And then I'm going to invert this grid and then duplicate this letter, and let's delete this grid, and I'm going to alpha map these. So we're going to quickly create this look for this letter. So now we have it right here. We can also animate it here, or we just leave it there. It's just up to you how you want these. So maybe I'm going just to create here opacity. So from 0 to 100. So just maybe half of these. Something like this. Very cool. And then I'm going to duplicate this letter A again and pre-compose it. And this is going to be a letter A stroke 01. Move all attributes and hit OK. And then I'm going to open these. And so I'm just going to delete these, everything. I'm going to delete all of it. And then I'm going to apply Vegas effects. And then here I'm going to choose on blend mode transparent. So now we got the stroke for these letter, and on segments I'm going to put there 1. And here we can animate rotation if we want to, and the length as well. So here I'm going to put this from length 0. Let's zero out the rotation as well, and then get there 1. So we're going to have something like this. I'm going to keep it just like this. So here we have this letter as you see. Let's give it a nice color here. Something like this. And then I'm going to duplicate these, and let's reveal it on the comp and actually duplicate it here and replace it with this one. So it's separate one, and here we want to add a rotation as well for these Vegas effect. So maybe here I'm going to put there 50% and then change the random seeds. So they are just phase random and just different from the first one. So both of them, they are going to look like this. We can add another one here. So let's duplicate these, make third one, and just place it here. And maybe this one we want to change these opacity and maybe the hardness, and also if we want to have maybe a little bit thicker than the other one, let's give it a different seed here. And maybe different timing for this. So they're all together. Here, let's give another preview for this. As you see, these look pretty cool. And you just need to think of this comp as a container of the animation. So you can just animate and doing whatever you want on it. And so later when we change the layer, it's going to take effect on it. And then let's select all of these and turn it to 3D layer. And let's change here these to active camera. So basically now what I'm going to do is hit B to reveal position. And I'm just going to randomize here these Z position. So what's going on? Actually, we're just giving some depth here for all these different layers, just to give it a nice depth. Let's look here from sides. So just randomly, we just push in some layers there and leave some at 0. So something basically like this. So now we have these, very cool, and we can also animate its position, like just keyframing the position. So for example, from 0 to maybe getting, for example, to -40 or so. So as it's revealing the mask of that part, its position move as well. So as you see, it's look pretty cool. Let's give it another preview here. Okay, this looked pretty cool. So what I'm going to do now is trying to change these layers. So just going to this letter A, and then here I'm going to change this to, let's say, S. And so it's going to update for us. And so now it's taking all the animation we created very quickly and easily here. Okay, and now I'm going to show you how you can create your alphabet. So let's get back here to A, and on project here, I'm going to go here for these A we just have. So let's say this one, revealing composition. We have it right here. So what I'm going to do here is duplicate this folder, and I'm going to rename this to W here. And then for these letter A, let's rename it to W and open it. And then I'm going to change this A to W here. And then S, let's make it a little smaller here. And of course, our main comp is this one. So I'm going to duplicate that as well. And let's rename it to W, and let's open it. And so here I'm going to replace all these letter A with a letter W here. Just hold Alt and then release here. And then I'm going to open this stroke and then reveal these right here. So basically we already have our duplicates here. So I'm going to rename these to W for each one. And so basically we want to just replace every comp here. So we have them right there. And so this one needs to got the layer A or the layer W. So the same goes for these as well. Just open it and then replace these comps. And we're going to do the same thing for these grids. So let's rename it first and open it. So now we need to just replace these two. And so here we have, I think we missed something here. So this one, we just need to replace it. So now we got our new letter already created here, as you see. So here we got it very easily and very quickly. And so let's say we want to have it like in the preview right here. We want to have the layers and maybe animate all of that in a 3D with a camera and so on, like we have here. So here we have the camera animation with these, and so adding post effects to make it look very cool. So basically the idea here, let's create a new comp to show you how to create that. And then let's open this comp. And so here we have the letter A. So I'm going to drag it right here. And then I'm going to click here, or actually we need this one right here. So this is our letter, and let's add W with it. So let's place them one next to each other here. Maybe you can resize these if you want to, if they are too big. And let's create a new camera. And of course, they're going to just not move or anything because these are not 3D. And so we just need to basically enable collapse transformation. And so now you have the camera animation and that a little bit depth we add to them. And if you want to retime the animation, all you need to do is add time remapping here, and then just copy the last keyframe, and maybe we want the animation to stay for 3 seconds. So maybe we want to put these just a few, let's just solo these so we can see what's going on here. So let's copy these and paste it for this one as well. And so now we can have them both here. So let's actually copy and paste all of these keyframes. And let's have a preview here. As you see, this looks pretty cool, just using time remap to remap the animation for the letter. And so this was the tutorial today. Hope it was very useful for you guys. And if you have any questions, just comment and I will do my best to be responsive. And don't forget to like and subscribe for more tutorials coming soon. And thank you for watching.